in a unique scenario. We are the district that houses the Indian Point power plant that has recently been fully decommissioned, really under the guise of a former governor, not to be named here. What that has brought to my district is a 30% drop in revenue. It's a $100 million budget, and about $30 million per year was being pumped in from Indian Point. That is now gone, and what has taken its place is a very small $4 million per year pilot from the company that is doing the decommissioning work, basically to break down the reactors. And then also, New York State put together a fund, a decommissioning fund, that takes a very minuscule portion of everyone's utility bill, puts it into a fund, and then sets that fund aside for school districts that are in our exact scenario, which is school districts that house a power plant that provided a significant portion of our revenue to then offset the losses. We were given $60 million, which is approximately 2 years' worth of revenue, which is an absolute abomination in the long term because my district and its residents and its teachers, we benefited from the largesse of the money that was being pumped in from Indian Point, but we also bared the risk of having radioactive power generation in our backyard. And one of the reasons to stop it was the possible health risks and the possible dangers of said reactors. So now what the district has is they have basically a giant boat anchor, two giant concrete domes with huge wells of tritiated water that is now being fought over in federal court. And my teachers, my members, and the school district is in a very tenuous scenario where in about 5 years' time, the money from that fund is going to run dry. And the district itself actually did what it needed to do and broke, well, it didn't break the law, but it bent the law in saving more money, putting more money aside in its reserve fund to basically buffer the loss of Indian Points. Now that money and the $60 million, about $40 million, $100 million in total, that money is going to run dry, and there's only one way out of this is to raise taxes precipitously. And you're talking for the community, 8% raises, 10% raises, maybe more than 10% per year, which most likely won't pass. So the district is in a tenuous scenario right now, and part of the reason I'm on this bus is to speak to gentlemen such as yourself to put it on the radar because we're going to need help.